Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again it's review time, and today we are taking a look at the Thundercats Classics Jackleman. Yep, we are looking at the only tenor that the Mutants of Plundar ever had, because the other guys were bases and a Screeching Void. So, yeah. Anyway, Jackleman. Really nice sculpt, looks great. Looks like he just walked right off the cartoon screen, which is exactly what we'd want. And really the first figure this guy's had since his vintage toy. So, yeah, he's been overdue. But as you can see, we got him here. He's looking pretty good. Get a good look at that head. And yeah, that is definitely a good face sculpt for Jackleman. Again, looks like he came right off the cartoon screen, and I do dig it. One of his eyes, the black, is a little bit too thick, which is unfortunate, but it's not too bad. And the paint is a lot better than what Filmation Evil Lynn got, which I'll get to later. But yeah, all in all, looks good. I like the armor. It's very well detailed. You got the leather strap. You got the darker black leather strap on there. The fur, the pauldron, the buckle in the middle with the gem on it, which is all pretty cool. You got his leopard print armband and his other little wristband. And yeah, he's got his loincloth with a black belt. And not the martial arts type black belt, but you know what I mean. And you know, on the bottom he's got his bare feet. Very bestial feet, and you know, got his leg bracers. So very well done. I do like the paint, and they did a good job bringing out his fur details, including the lighter fur along his chest and belly. And all in all, looks good. Yeah, I mean, everything works out. Now, the armor is removable. You gotta take the head off first. And there's a reason, because once you unbuckle this thing, it comes off, but it takes some of his fur with it. Which is unfortunate, but you know, that's how they got the fur on there. And apparently this is supposed to be the same buck as the Masters Classics furry body. Although if I, well, let's get his head back on. It's kind of tricky to get that thing to snap in, unfortunately. We bring in Carnivus, who I already took the armor off just to get this comparison underway. The bucks are very similar, but Jackleman, the sculpt seems a lot softer, which either means this is a newly tooled furry body, or there is some serious mold degradation here. And I'm hoping for its being newly tooled, but I wouldn't be surprised if the mold degraded a little bit. It has been used for what, near a decade now. It's to be expected. So let's get his armor back on real quick. Getting that head to snap in is not easy. Pops off just fine, just doesn't come back on very easily. Now, for accessories, he has quite a few. Seems like I want to get these guys fully kitted out. So, naturally, he comes with the club that his vintage toy came with. And he also has Slythe's axe for some reason. Like, I think this is supposed to be the axe that came with the vintage Slythe figure, but they gave it to Jackleman since right now it doesn't look good for Slythe getting a action figure unless Super 7 gets the license. Fingers crossed, everybody. But yeah, it's here. It looks good. Fits in his hands just fine. I mean, both weapons work great. And I'm glad that he has them. But it gives you some options for poses. On top of that, he also includes alternate hands. Which, you know, just unpeg and repeg. Just snap in. And these are good for feral, clawed, ready to rip you apart poses. And that's pretty cool. I can dig that. You know, it's nice that they're trying to give him a few options and to really play on the ferociousness this guy is supposed to be known for. Although, yeah, let's face it, the TV show kind of had him as a bit of a goof with one of those laughs that you can make fun of, like the kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Now for comparison, well, let's get the articulation rundown first. Ball jointed head, can look up and down all around, pretty good. Got universal shoulders, little hindered by the armor, but not drastically. You got bicep swivel, elbow bend, wrist swivel, up and down movement on the wrist. Got a waist swivel, ab crunch. You got the universal hips, thigh swivel, 90 degree at the knee, boot cut, up and down at the ankle, and the ankle pivots. So yeah, very well articulated. And that's going to be really good for him. Now, for comparisons, we'll bring in the vintage toy first. Hopefully he won't fall over like he's prone to do for me. As you can see, there is a significant difference between the two. Like, the key points are there. He has the shoulder pauldron. I mean, the fur is sculpted onto the body. But he has his armbands. No leg bracers. And yeah, as you can tell, the face is significantly different from the new toy, from the vintage toy. As the vintage toy really didn't pay much attention to the cartoon. I think it came first, and the cartoon accentuated things a bit, or exaggerated. But yeah, there is a significant difference between the two, so it's quite an upgrade. Gonna have to bring him in with Lion-O from this very line. And as you can see, they go pretty well together. It's gonna be fun posing them together in battles and stuff. So that's good. I'm gonna bring in the Bandai Thundercats Classics, Mumra, the Ever-Living. And Jackleman's actually a bit taller than Mumra, which is a sad thing, but you know, this is a different line, so it's understandable. And last but not least, we all know what's coming. He was late again, so yeah, let's get this over with. Okay. He's going to be at this for a while, I think. Well, I know we're going to see Hordak next month, too. It's already confirmed the others will be late. So, whatever. But yeah, I do highly recommend Jackleman if you can get a hold of him. You probably have to go through the secondary market now because I'm pretty certain he's sold out already. But in any case, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye out there, whatever you are.